Just minutes away, NBC6 is everywhere. First, a dad stopping for ice cream watches as a carjacker drives off with his 3-year-old inside. We're live with an update on the frantic search.
Also new, we've got some amazing surveillance of a Florida senior jumping into action and pulling the trigger on 2 armed robbers.
Finally, a chance to dry out. Full details on our hot and hazy forecast.
And Pitbull will go anywhere for his fans, but this time you might need it to pack a coat at 5.
South Florida's only live HD radar, always on NBC6. Right now at 5, Team 6 is everywhere.
A car stolen with a child inside. We're live with a frantic search.
A disturbing discovery inside a South Florida home. What we know about this death investigation.
His roommate was beaten to death while he watched. Tonight, we see the FAMU hazing scandal through his eyes.
Let's find out just how much it will cost for the show to go on at the Adrian R. Center. I'm Trina Robinson.
And I'm Jackie Nestral. Breaking news and severe weather when it happens, as it happens.
Live. The news on NBC6 South Florida starts now.
Our top story tonight, a developing situation in Hialeah. A child reunited with his parents after their SUV is stolen with that 3.5-year-old still inside. Good evening from the new NBC6 South Florida studio.
We'll give you a tour of our new home in just a little bit.
But first, the news, and an intense few hours ends with a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, Team 6 reporter Betty Yu is live in Hialeah with what we know tonight. Betty.
Trina, that child was kidnapped for about 2 hours. There's no indication at this time of what he might have experienced, but the parents and that little boy just arrived here at the Hialeah Police Department moments ago. They haven't spoken to the media just yet, but they're meeting with detectives first to go over this frightening ordeal. What was supposed to be a sweet reward turned into a carjacking and abduction at the corner of 57th Street and 37th Avenue in Hialeah.
What a scary case. Child's behaving well. Father opens the door, steps out of the vehicle to buy an ice cream cone when some man jumps into the car and drives off with his child. A man had forced his way into the silver Mitsubishi Montero with the child inside, but not without meeting some resistance.
He tried to fight with the guy, and the ice cream guy tried to fight too with the guy, but he left with the car.
For much of the afternoon, Hialeah police, backed by Miami-Dade and City of Miami officers, launched a massive search for little Daniel. Around 4 p.m., he was found, safe and sound, dropped off in front of TD Bank at Northwest 57th Avenue and 7th Street in Miami.
Lesson learned, never leave a child alone in a vehicle for any amount of time. Sometimes even a second is too long.
Daniel's uncle says the family is relieved.
Now I feel good. Now I feel better because, everything is now better because the kid is okay,
Now, the car is still missing. Be on the lookout for a silver Mitsubishi with Florida tag number T306JD. Hialeah police tells us that the man who kidnapped this little boy was the one that indeed dropped him off outside that TD Bank. No sign of where he's at this hour. If you know anything, call police. The number is 305-471-TIPS. Live in Hialeah, I'm Betty Yu, NBC6 South Florida.
Betty, thank you. Also developing tonight, a body is found inside a Homestead house, but when police arrived, they discovered something even more disturbing. Team 6 reporter Gilma Avalos joins us live now from the home with the details. Gilma.
Trina, well, around 11:30.
Gilma, thanks. And we are following breaking news out of Fort Lauderdale right now here on NBC6. These are live pictures over the scene where police are investigating the shooting of a 14-year-old.
Jackie, tonight, new details in an argument that turned deadly last night. One man was killed, and just hours later, the suspect was found close to taking his own life.
You are watching the new NBC6.
Coming up, his roommate's death sparked a campus-wide hazing investigation. Tonight, he talks about the day he watched his friend die.
Plus, find out why a fire turned out to be too hot for dozens of firefighters to handle.
The haze has started to move into South Florida, and conditions are about to become hot and hazy. I'll have the forecast right ahead.
I'm Roxanne Vargas, keeping you in the mix. Coming up, trouble on the set for Halle Berry. I'll tell you why she had to be rushed to the hospital. Plus, Mr. 305 is changing area codes, where he's heading, and how a fan got him there. Coming up on the NBC6 News, South Florida.
Champion's roommate is charged with felony hazing.
But he says he didn't do anything wrong and was only trying to protect his fellow drum major.
Jackie, now to stories making headlines across America. A raging fire in New York City left dozens of firefighters injured.
Now, your Weather Team 6 forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Morales and live Doppler 6 HD.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new home, our new Weather Team 6 home, part of course, the new NBC South Florida. Across the area, we saw a lot less in the way of shower and thunderstorm activity. And as we head into the evening, here is your forecast for the next few hours. We expect at 7 o'clock.
It's time to get in the mix. Team 6 entertainment reporter Roxanne Vargas joins us now with the stories everyone's talking about. Roxy?
Hey, Jackie, here's something that everyone's talking about right here at home.
Christina Hernandez is here with the dramatic video. Christina.
Yeah, this happened in Ocala Friday night, and even though those robbers were armed, one with a gun, the shots fired inside that cafe came from a customer.
NBC 6.
What a great option for kids not to be able to go there and
just
work
to go outside, no membership. It's fantastic.
Very positive. You're watching the new NBC 6.
Coming up, parental controls in question, why this mother says she's being kept from making memories with her own kid.
Plus a one-on-one with a Hollywood hunk. Get in the mix with William Levy when we come back.
We're in for a couple of hot and hazy days here in South Florida, but I also have the weekend outlook coming up in a couple of minutes. Don't forget to enter our I Like It sweepstakes. Tonight we're giving away 2 one-day passes to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure in Orlando, so you can check out the all-new Despicable Me ride. All you have to do is like us on Facebook and enter to win, and watch the NBC 6 News at 11 to see if you won.
And don't forget to weigh in on our NBC 6 question of the day. Would you pay a tax to help support animal services in your county? Click on the question on the homepage of NBC6.net and vote. We'll have the results of that question on the NBC 6 News at 6. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, and you've been watching this past hour.
So let's take a behind-the-scenes tour of the new NBC 6 South Florida studio. It's a whole new day at NBC 6 South Florida. We've got a new logo, new graphics, new music, and wait until you see this incredible set with a modern look to match the color and vibrancy of South Florida. Everything is new here at NBC 6, including these new mic flags, and now we're taking you inside the world of John Morales and the Weather Team 6. Hi, John.
Hi, a big role it is, isn't it? Look at that. To see a legacy station transition into such a beautiful, beautiful set, and this is practical, too. We'll have the entire Weather Team 6 here working together to bring you the severe weather information as well as any hurricane threats here in South Florida. We've got all of our weather computers here on this side and several desks, as well as, of course, our big screen there on the back. So we'll be able to better, as a team, present the latest information to our viewers.
Our enhancements are more than just a new look. WTVJ President and General Manager Manuel Martinez.
Today is the culmination of something that we've been doing for quite some time, of adding resources to the station. Our commitment to covering more news, to go along with our commitment and our purpose of serving our viewers better.
We also have some new faces both in front of and behind the camera. But what hasn't changed is our dedication to bringing you the stories that affect you.
This is just a small part of the investment that our parent company Comcast has made as we recommit to covering South Florida the best way we can, every day and every show. We're going to be everywhere.
And it really is a new era here at NBC 6. We are now NBC 6 South Florida. And this behind us, that's live as you see it. So that's pretty cool because you can see the traffic downtown Miami, and at night you'll see all the beautiful, diverse colors.
A couple of birds flew by a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Fishermen out there too. It's beautiful. Hope you all enjoy it.
We hope so too. And that will do it for the NBC 6 News at 5:30.
But you don't want to go anywhere. The NBC 6 News at 6 starts now.
Right now at 6, Team 6 is everywhere.
Murder with a twist after a body is found inside the home of a registered sex offender.
Plus, caught on camera, a court bailiff accepting cash from a defendant.
And Peanuts fight. How a star at Jungle Island is fighting a serious diagnosis with the help of human doctor. I'm Jackie Nesprell.
And I'm Trina Robinson.
Breaking news and severe weather when it happens, as it happens.
Live, the news on NBC 6 South Florida starts now.
We begin tonight with a developing story. Here's a live look at Homestead. This is a neighborhood there, now at the center of a murder investigation. Tonight, police have identified a person of interest in the case.
Good evening. Adam is off tonight. Avalos is live in Homestead now with that story. Gilma.
Well, Trina.
Thank goodness Daniel's okay. Well, caught on camera, A court bailiff accepting cash from a defendant. Now she's facing jail time.
Team 6 reporter Willard Shepard joins us now live from Miami to explain. Willard?
Well, Jackie, this courthouse here behind me, this is the courthouse in downtown Miami where they handle domestic issues, things like divorces, child custody cases, nothing to do with serious traffic violations. But the allegations are tonight that one of the bailiffs working here at this facility was promising at least one man and potentially others that she could, in essence, in lay terms, get their traffic tickets all fixed for a fee. This is the video prosecutors say shows Miami-Dade court bailiff Juana Olga Duran taking money. Here, over $3,000 changing hands. Prosecutors say the man was paying money for traffic tickets. He cooperated with investigators and told them that Olga had introduced him to an acquaintance who works for a judge at family court who could take care of the tickets for $750. Gonzalez claims to have paid Olga the sum of $750 for legal assistance. And he was contacted by Olga at a later time and was told he would have to pay an additional $750. The woman at the Savola Ticket Clinic in Homestead, who was initially told by Gonzalez about the alleged scheme by Duran, went to the state attorney right away.
New details tonight on a hit-and-run investigation in Miami.
And coming up in sports, the Marlins get back in the swing of things. Plus, Team USA gets an Olympic tune-up. How the ladies fare against Great Britain. Highlights ahead.
Team 6 reporter Diana Gonzalez has the story you'll see only on 6.
That's your belly? Yeah, it's beautiful.
8.5-year-old Peanut was raised at Jungle Island. This primate's prowess on the iPad made her a celebrity earlier this year.
The chemo would be infused here at Jungle Island. If Peanut gets the human course of treatment, that means 6 doses once every 3 weeks. Hair loss could be one of the side effects. Reporting in Miami, Diana Gonzalez, NBC 6 South Florida.
We wish Peanut all the best. Well, the Pets Trust Miami initiative will be on the ballot in November. The effort could save thousands of animals, but not without some help from homeowners' wallets. And in our NBC6.com question of the day, we wanted to know what you thought about a tax to help support animal services in your county. 83% say yes, 16% say no, and 1% are undecided.
Now, your Weather Team 6 forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Morales and live Doppler 6 HD.
One more time, I want to welcome you to our new home. If you're just tuning in, if you're just seeing the new NBC 6 South Florida for the first time, this is our new weather home. Weather Team 6 gets to, well, cover severe weather here when there is severe weather, and there's none of that this evening, of course. Our radar is quiet, and we look at the forecast for the evening. It's looking pretty nice. Overnight, we'll see partly cloudy skies as the haze thickens. Now, there is a slight risk of an evening thunderstorm, but that's a very, very low chance. And by the time the night is done, we're talking about temperatures dropping to close to 79 degrees, and we'll wake up to hazy skies tomorrow. Of course, this evening, we expect only that slight chance of a thunderstorm. Otherwise, with the haze in place, tomorrow is expected to be a day with, yes, lots of sunshine, but not blue skies. You're going to notice it a little bit milky white out there due to the hazy conditions. And by the way, dry weather expected for tomorrow and probably much of Friday, too. It's dry right now across all of South Florida, as you can see. Now, a couple of hours ago, we did see some thunderstorms trying to develop over the Everglades and very close to some of the western suburbs. This was mid-afternoon, but since then they've died out, and it's very quiet all across the viewing area. Off to the north, we still have some shower and thunderstorm activity. This, of course, due to that upper-level low, which is still a factor in the weather for northern Florida, but not for us. We've got dry air coming in from the east. You can see it here in those shades of beige, if you will, coming through the Bahamas and into South Florida. We expect that haze to be at its thickest tomorrow and then tend to thin out as we head into the weekend. So here's the forecast now. The setup for tomorrow: high pressure from the Atlantic nudging in, keeping conditions stable. Lots of hazy sunshine due to the Saharan air layer. And then on into Friday we go. You can see the driest of the air moves away. Some moisture starts to creep in. We may see a couple of rain showers. I think it's going to be confined mostly to the Florida Keys on Friday. Here's your boating forecast for the Dade and Broward. Coastal waters, winds east to southeast, 7 to 14 knots. Light chop on Biscayne Bay. Your next tide is a high tide at 8:51 this evening. For the Keys, 10 to 15 knots worth of wind and the seas at 2 to 5 feet. All right, here's my forecast for tonight. Other than that slight risk of an evening thunderstorm, it's going to clear out. Low temperature tonight, 79. Hot tomorrow, 92 degrees with lots of hazy sunshine. No rain expected tomorrow. Just isolated showers mostly in the Keys on Friday. Saturday, maybe an evening thunderstorm. There will be a better chance of rain on Saturday. Best chance of rain is actually on Sunday. That's the peak of the rain chance over the next 7 days in South Florida. You can see, by the way, that after Sunday, as we head into next week, we're talking about another area of haze moving into South Florida and keeping things sunny and toasty, too.
Hey, Trina had a really good point. With all the dust around, it looks like the sunsets will be beautiful.
She's absolutely right. The sunsets and the sunrises are going to be spectacular next couple of days.
Yeah, get your camera ready, right, John?
Exactly. Enjoy.
Okay. Thanks, John.
The Xfinity Sports Desk is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Well, the Marlins seem to have found their bats again, at least for one game. Miami roughing up the Cubs last night, 9-5, highlighted by 3 homers and 12 hits in the series opener at Wrigley Field. And some Canes football news today. Senior safety Ray Armstrong has been dismissed from the team. Also, some news from the Miami Marlins injury front. The Palm Beach Post is reporting pitcher Juan Carlos Oviedo, who was hurt in a minor league stint, will likely not pitch again this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Christina. You're watching the new NBC 6 South Florida.
We're now just 9 days away from the 2012 Summer Olympic Games in London. The excitement starts on July 27th right here on NBC 6 South Florida. We're back after this.
Our I Like It sweepstakes continues tonight. We're giving away 2 one-day passes to Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure in Orlando, so you can check out the all-new Despicable Me ride. All you have to do is like us on Facebook and enter to win, and watch the NBC 6 News at 11 to see if you won.
Well, you've probably noticed our newscast looks a little different today. That's because we're bringing you the news tonight from the new NBC 6 South Florida studio. We've got a new set, new graphics, new theme music, and a new web address. You can check it all out on NBC6.com, and we're so excited that you've joined us today on this debut of our new set.
Hope you like our new home. It is absolutely beautiful, and we're enjoying it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just...
You're like a kid in a candy store.
I'm floating tonight. This is just amazing. We're very, very pleased. And at the end of the day, it's all about bringing the best and most updated information to the viewing audience.
But it's nice when it really looks good, too, right?
It is nice.
Nice to have new days.
And the Weather Kingdom's kind of nice, too.
Yeah. Oh, Kingdom now.
Yeah,
John
Weather
has his own
Kingdom.
We like that. That's our report for tonight. Nightly News with Brian Williams is next.
We'll see you back here at 11. Have a great evening.
Good night.